Yay. Yay! Stream. Activate. Get this on my face just right. There we go. Hello. Yay. Oh, I said yay already. I like yay. The, continuing off, right where we left off. Huh. Interesting. No. What? Wait a second. Oh, this is really important. There. Okay. I was gonna say, today, I didn't want to stream again. One day after the other, doing streams all the time. Pshaw. But, it seems I kind of have to. And I was gonna say, I have to because... And I was like, why do I have to? Why? Why do I have to? And, let me try and remember why I have to. I don't. I don't have to. Nobody has to. Just hitting the skybox. Actually, well, there are a couple funny, goofy things. First of all, the stuff that, as usual, the stuff that we were on top of first, everyone else caught on. That's kind of the nature of shitty webcomics. The truth about shitty webcomics is that we say it and everyone else apes it. And like right after I did the stream, I noticed a ton of other people caught on. It's not because we said it. It's more of the psychic zeitgeist. That's very important. But it was because rekieta, had truly lost it. The difference is, the important thing is that we have been saying for years that this is going to happen. We have been saying for years that rekieta is like this, always been like this. In fact, I figured, well, I want to do like goofy stuff. How about another song? How about another song, Murray? Huh. But on top of that, I was like, what else? What else stuff can I play? And I remembered I've been talking mad shit over internet about seems a little laggier than usual. I guess because I have like 15 programs open. There's the game. The game technically is running the game at least twice, one for each eyeball. And then it's also the mod launcher. And then it's also, of course, Steam. And then OBS. And then the little VTuber, PNG tuber thing in the corner. That's another program. OVR advanced settings that lets me look at chat. Hello chat. Cocaine. Is it merely cocaine? My theory is it could be. Now, this is just guessing. This is just sheer guessing, but I think it's cocaine, alcohol, and other stuff. In fact, I think it's cocaine, alcohol, modafinil, and other stuff. And then, of course, the worst drug of all, fame. Damn it. What the fuck? Gimme. But, yeah, the most dangerous drug of all, fame. Damn it. Very deep. Very deep, very meaningful. Wait, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? I don't need this. I have 20 other guns that have hundreds and hundreds of shots. Yeah, look at this. What the fuck? In fact, I must not have saved. There, I just want to make sure. Oh, wait, actually. There we go. One in the chamber. That's much better. It was worth that. Yeah, I was talking mad shit on the internet. On the YouTube internet, even. About, I'm just going to pace around this area. This delightful, charming little area. While thinking out loud, but I, was talking about playing that clip, from that old rekieta stream. Hold on a second. This one, other way. This one in particular.
Because of people like you!
I've been talking since last year about playing that, at least a big portion of that stream. Because listening to Rekieta's faggy voice, I don't know how anyone else could stand it, aside from the fact that other people have no standards for masculinity or humanity or honesty or any of that stuff. It's important to remember, we were pointing out that Rekieta was a whiny bitch back when all of your other favorite YouTubers were drinking his piss and getting cancer from it and dying of cancer from just chugging endless amounts of e-celeb piss. Personally, my opinion, don't do that. Don't do that. That's what I think. That's just my opinion, though. I currently don't have cancer. Or do I? What the fuck? Oh, neat. So yeah, out of all the many, many, many people who should have listened to shitty webcomics, everyone is a good example. Every human being alive is I will begin listing them in alphabetical order right now. But actually, the stream, I went and looked again. You know, it's because it's Rekieta. It's 3 hours. It was 3 hours of him seething. In fact, it was funny, while I was skimming looking for the specific part that is maybe 5 to 10 minutes. I hope it's not 10 minutes, because again, listening to Rekieta, his whiny, faggy voice. And this is when Rekieta was healthy. All the people like, oh, Rekieta sounds really bad now. Rekieta sounded bad then. It's, again, a difference of you, the normie pig cattle out there, not wanting to notice it. I am better at noticing than everyone else in the entire universe. And that also does lead to the mystery of the Sonichu Medallion. And I think if I don't go over that right now, I'll forget to mention it. That would be a shame. But the Sonichu Medallion is what Simon Gruber would say is for tourists. It's for the people who are in the dark, who aren't in the know about what's going on. It's the sort of the misdirection ploy. People are like, oh, the Sonichu Medallion curse. And when in reality, it's the shitty webcomics curse. That, the Sonichu Medallion is therefore to keep you in the dark, to keep you thinking that you know what's going on when you don't. When in reality, all of the people who have been supposedly hit by the curse were first revealed by us at Shitty Webcomics. To every single example, not just Chris Chan, because Chris Chan, as you can see, is doing wonderfully. But Ethan Ralph, after he had that fucking meltdown, that very bizarre, very short meltdown at us about specifically me being correct, and he suddenly just couldn't help it. He couldn't handle me. Oh, it works. He couldn't handle me being correct. And same for Rekieta and so on and so on. It is the shitty webcomics curse every single time. And the people paying attention can see that in action years and years in advance. So many years that the world forgets. Again, it's the psychic zeitgeist. It actually is replicatable. You can basically see it. It has even hit people that, were sticking up for Rekieta, friends with Rekieta, friends with Ralph, all that kind of stuff. It webs out beyond the mere Sonichu Medallion. Again, that's for tourists. But the only way to really see that for yourself is to have been following us for the past several years, since before the false flagging and getting banned and getting deplatformed by people in Comicsgate, people that Rekieta is friends with, and so on. And it's funny because the Monograph lawsuit is really a symptom of that. Not even of the curse, but of Rekieta losing a lawsuit over what he was doing to other people, including us. And I will show I'll play a mere, minor, tiny example of that in this. It should be at the right timestamp, so I think I will just start playing it in a bit. Can't believe how low Rekieta sunk in that last live stream. Well, yeah, that's the thing, is that, again, that's kind of for tourists also. That's the surface. You can physically see in Rekieta's face how he is low. You can hear it in his voice. But all that's really doing is putting on the surface what was under the surface for many years before that, as we have shown and as I'm going to play in a few minutes. But that's the thing, is that that's the real shitty webcomics curse, is that it may take years and people won't know the original source, but that's always the original source. To the point where apparently Jim is finally going to step into our shadow about the whole the RQ, the Rekieta question. At least that's what people are speculating about. People have been saying that for the past year, though, is that, Jim is finally going to talk about Rekieta, which means Jim is finally going to parrot us and do what we've been doing for years. But insulting the judges, the lawyers, every single people that... Oh, yeah, and there was also the steel toe guy. Apparently, that friendship, that bridge was burned too, but I'm not sure if that... Does that really even count for anything? The steel toe guy. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's too bad, I guess. Every single one of the people ongoing lawsuits never seem so utterly dilated. That's pretty funny. All the usual YouTube feds trying to misdirect and deflect a decoy for him during that stream, yeah. Well, I mean, they've been doing it for years, as we have shown, too. All the idiots on a payroll from the trust fund kid bank account, where they're trying to protect his withered carcass. Why couldn't I read that properly? I don't know. Jim played decoy on that live stream trying to get Rekieta to pull up. Yeah. And that's the thing, is that I'm not going to be like, Jim, fuck you, Jim. I'm just saying, to quote Mel Gibson, I'm just saying, I don't want that. I don't want you. I don't love you. Why was Mel Gibson saying that about Jim? What? Huh? Pshaw. Anyways. What he also said, though...
Because you know you're wrong.
Yeah. That's too bad. Maybe Nick should try the Benoit solution. Yeah, that's right. I mentioned not the old joke was hilarious joke, I'm sure, is Benoit putting his wife and kids in the crippler and then himself in the crippler. But I guess the new version is Rekieta putting his wife and kids and then himself into 7 consecutive spinning pile drivers. You know, like Mike Hagar in Final Fight. What a great reference. Anyways. But more importantly...
And you have just proved it.
Yes, that's true. This should, this entire stupid-ass soundboard should just all be Mel Gibson quotes. It's really a shame. Why isn't it? Oh, that's a good Mel Gibson quote.
What a shame.
Oh, I think that's also Mel Gibson.
You fucking mark!
That too. Here, this one that says, that umbrella guy. You know what, though? I have to say that. We'll get to that. But, again, I'm not even looking forward to playing this because, again, just listening to old Rekieta where people are like, oh, he sounded so much better now. It's like, oh, this blithering faggot Nick Rekieta sounded better back then. Again, it's the surface details that get most of the people very distracted. Speaking of distracted, that thing's spinning. Let me just, okay, this and this. So, I guess I'll start playing it because I don't know how long it is, but I know the good place to end. But this was, to set up, it's from 2019. I think 2019, yeah. Pretty sure. It could be from 2020 though, but it was Rekieta doing a pure seethe stream. Oh yeah, I think I derailed. As if you have never listened to my streams, I'm going to be derailing from derailing from derailing. So you might have to get used to that. But in the chat when I was looking for the right part to play, I noticed Mr. Dongs was in the chat originally, and he just says Nick seething, which was very true. Mr. Dongs, give him a lot of credit, guy from Kiwi Farms, who actually has seen it. He got it. And also, he is let me just say this also. Him, like Vicky and DA also, and like a handful of other delightful people, delightful pals, you could say. So not Preston, though, but other people, showing that we weren't the only people who were seeing it and calling it. We were just really some of the first to be doing YouTube videos about it and doing the coverage of it. And again, we're not YouTubers, though. I don't want to be a YouTuber. We're not journalists. We're not historians. My brother's not even in the stream today. He did just get up. He's getting up at the crack of noon. Oh, it's 10:45. Whatever. By tomorrow, you never know. I could be getting up at 1 p.m. Holy shit. Life ruined. But, more importantly, the stream, I found the general part where I don't know what Rekieta specifically is trying to cope about. From what I remember, it was, actually I do remember this because a lot of people got fucking just furious and screaming at me about this, even though I didn't really have anything to do with it. But Rekieta had invited Preston on, and Preston, the whole history of us with Preston, not going to go into that. We'll just say Preston, kind of soon after this, didn't like us no more. And not even over anything we did, but simply the fact that we're like, hey, Preston, you fucked this up. But also, we didn't attack him or even really criticize him. But I was like, well, Preston fucked this up, but whatever, that's his business. That's his problem, you could even say. But during this time, we were getting the same way that we were getting invites to be on with people like Nasser and people like John Delarose, even, interestingly enough. John Delarose used to constantly send me invites to his streams. Nasser Abadi used to do that too. Preston used to do that. So we were on with Preston, and it was Rekieta invited Preston on to basically talk about the feud, the beef with Ethan Van Sciver, which Ethan Van Sciver had already been proven to be disingenuous, pathological liar, mentally ill, all that stuff. Not merely a grifter, but the level, what's the level beyond grifter? That is what Ethan Van Sciver had already been proven to be. And Nick Rekieta was covering it up sweeping it up, you could say, for Ethan at the time. So he wanted to have Preston on basically to attack Preston. And that's not my speculation. That is what Nick Rekieta was going to do. I know that from personal experience, and I can prove that in a bunch of other ways. Already have, though. So we'll just get more to the actual topic. But Preston had been invited on, and instead of Preston going into an ambush that Rekieta was trying to set up for him, as again I know from personal experience and I can show with receipts, Preston decided not to be on, so just snubbed Rekieta. And again, Preston was a nobody. Preston had like 800 subscribers, and Rekieta had, I don't think he had 100,000 yet, but I think he had about, he was on his way to the silver play button, to becoming an abject silver play button. He was a guy who closed his legal practice to become a YouTuber, as he told me in 2018. But apparently being snubbed by an 800 subscriber guy on YouTube was just the last straw, unforgivable. And to also help cement this, and something that I think Jim should have known, Jim Eddiker should have known, is that one of the people to really get pissed off in Rekieta's honor at that exact time when Preston snubbed him was Mersh. Mersch also liked to imagine himself as a friend of Rekieta's, the same way that Jim actually did see himself really, for real, as a friend. Jim may deny that now, but he would be lying if he did. But, Preston snubbed Rekieta, and then Preston just did his own stream where he invited us on, me and Vicky and DA. And so Preston tried to stream snipe us and only ended up proving just how weak and effeminate Rekieta is. Preston, the actual cuckold porn maker, actually came out looking better. Not to the people who are duped by by status. The people who worship status, of course, will always think that the person with the more subscribers always comes off looking better, even as they cry and scream and piss themselves in public, just in front of everyone, in front of his own fans. Rekieta did this. And so I didn't even know. I only found out when other people clipped it and showed it to me. And I remember seeing it and being like, wow, what's wrong with Rekieta? He must not be a man, because you can hear in his voice, there's no man. You can hear in his voice that Nick Rekieta is a cuckold. So everyone with the ears to hear knew that Nick Rekieta was a cuckold in 2019, just from his voice physiognomy, as I like to call it. Even though I don't think voice physiognomy is a thing, but it should be, because it's how I knew that Nick Rekieta was a cuckold in 2019. I had started saying it, and sure enough, the SWC curse in action, we were proven right. So, let's just start playing this. Better play.
The only thing Ethan was guilty of was maybe not fact-checking the ad copy he got from the fucking distributor.
Okay, this right off. Here's the thing. I haven't heard this much of this ever. The only part here's the only part of this I remember or have really ever heard is just a few seconds long, and it goes a little something like this.
Because of people like you!
Fucking just listen to the faggot in Nick Rekieta's voice. The letting other men have sex with his wife in front of him that you can hear in Rekieta's voice, just in that. But to really help establish more of that, we'll listen to, as much as I don't even want to listen to this fag. Although, yeah, wait, what's this? I think Rekieta would have done something. Oh, no. Parangaros. Rekieta, the bitch beta. That rhymes. Nice. Rhymes. And it's also true. Beyond Grifter, a scammer. But wait, a grifter is a scammer. Poulter would have ignored it. Would be for the better, but his obsession was a bit sus. Yeah, that's the thing, is that Preston kind of revealed that instead of just being like, haha, these people fucked up and moving on, he would just keep dwelling on it and dwelling on it and dwelling on it to the point where, again, that was one of the things that Preston hated about us, is that he was trying to get the trademark to the word Comicsgate. And we had said on his show, on his streams even, when he would invite us on, and when we would be on, that it was a funny idea as a troll, but it wasn't really worth putting that much time into, because the brand Comicsgate was already poisoned with incompetence, late comics, constant infighting. And again, that was by this point, with the stuff that you're going to hear Rekieta make excuses for, he's already sweeping up for the fact that Ethan Van Sciver is a mentally ill, pathological liar who has already not only attacked his own side, but has shown that he is anti-free speech. Ethan Van Sciver had already a year-long reputation in public, with all the receipts right out there that Rekieta knew about, of attacking other people in Comicsgate for making jokes that he didn't like, or just saying things that he didn't like. Starting with the Nurkish thing, which we've done a bunch of videos. We've done some of the only videos covering the Nurkish situation, including the DMs, where Ethan made blackmail threats and shit, being like, you're going to get doxxed unless you bend the knee and stuff. We covered all of that. In fact, we had done videos covering that in public, and now those videos, unfortunately, because of Rekieta's friends false flagging us for many, many years, they have to be Subscribe-Star exclusive. So if you really want to know the truth about that stuff, about the extra details, about the deep lore, become PayPig right now. What a great idea that is. Oh yeah, just gonna look at the chat. I'm looking at the soundboard. Well, that's really too bad.
What a shame.
Yeah, Poulter would have ignored it. Yeah, we should really sound clip Ethan Ralph when he gave himself away for simping for EVS. We do have that clip also. That's just on the YouTube too. That's not even behind the paywall. Rolf, silver play button YouTuber should have stayed as liar, or that's what people say about lawyer. Oh yeah, perhaps. EV. Electronic vehicle, yes. Silver play button is my favorite racial slur. Yes, Ethan Van Sciver and Nick Rekieta are both abject silver play buttons. And I mean that specifically as many forms of slur, including racial slur. The race of silver play buttons. That's it. The YouTuber race. No balls drop diamond play button or you suck. Need like 20 minutes. To be honest, the gold play button doesn't mean anything either, but there are several YouTubers who I think are quite nice. This Wendigoon has like 1 million subscribers, right? Red Letter Media, they're delightful. Pyrocynical, of course. Pyrocynical, more straight than Nick Rekieta even. And Preston Poulter. Whoa. But yeah, at the same time, it doesn't necessarily mean, because there are plenty of simpering gay wads who have the gold play buttons too. To be honest, Diamond doesn't. Once people go over like 10 million subscribers, I'm probably never going to watch anything they do, because that means it's just safe for children, boring, bland, like curated, approved, DEI approved, whatever it is they say about whatever. Here though, again, as much as this is the thing, I had as Rekieta would say, but I don't want to listen to any of this. I don't want to listen to any of Rekieta. That's why I haven't done this stream where I listen to the thing of Rekieta, having the baby bitch meltdown. But yeah, because YouTubers like this, the fake culture warriors, they pretend to be involved in the culture war. They pretend to be champions of free speech, and then in action, they say they're champions of free speech. They say they're for free speech, and then in action, they are anti-free speech in every single way. And the proof of that, of course, is Rekieta's defending of Ethan Van Sciver, who had already proven that he's anti-free speech. He's proven that his political views are fake. And Rekieta, in turn, did that as well, proved that his political views are fake. All the way back, really in 2018, but especially throughout 2019. 2019 was really the time that Comicsgate died. And most people in Comicsgate supporters are not smart enough to realize that, but the truth is, we've known lots of people who now support us. They buy our comics, they subscribe to our stuff, they follow, wherever, this place or that place, on Fediverse, whatever. But I've heard a lot of them who say, I wanted to support Comicsgate. I was at first back in 2017, 2018. I used to watch Ya Boy Zach back when he was just Diversity in Comics. And they stopped when they saw, for instance, the Nurkish stuff. But right after that, because of the Nurkish stuff, was the Doug TenNapel incident as well, which was really just the same thing, just done over again. And not a single person who supported Comicsgate at that time was ever honest about it, including Rekieta. Rekieta is about to do lots of covering up and damage control and sweeping, but zero honesty. And again, because I'm not a YouTuber, I'm not a historian, I'm not into the lol cow drama or any of that shit, but I recognized instantly that Ethan was one and that Rekieta was one. And I was like, hey, it's up to other people to actually do their job. They like to document this stuff. That's their job. That's their problem. That's not something I do. So all these clips and stuff, I never kept them. The other clip, the one I would really like to find from a year or two after this, 2020 or 2021, something like that, where I think it was 2020 specifically, because it was about that Clint Stoker Sweetcast thing. I would still love to find that clip. Somebody sent it to me back when it happened. That was 4 years ago. I never saved it because I don't want to save. I don't care that much to save stuff. As Rekieta himself would say.
I don't care.
So I never saved it. Plus, if it was DM'd to me on Twitter, it's like, how do I save? How do I open this PDF file? But I would love to find that clip of Rekieta on with the yellow umbrella faggots, who, the one who doxed himself and was him and his wife catfishing dudes for dick pics and that kind of stuff. Very close personal friends with Rekieta, possibly swapped children to either have him or Rekieta molest, allegedly. In my opinion, in Minecraft. Or is it? But, yeah, that guy, that umbrella guy specifically, was having a fucking meltdown, losing his mind, just right in public on stream about me specifically, as he had many times, as Rekieta had many times as well. Being like, I think he did dox Recast. I think it's true. And Rekieta, you can hear Rekieta's completely embarrassingly defeated faggy beta bitch voice going, I don't think that happened, actually. And Tug was like, no, I think it did happen. And you could hear in Rekieta's voice being like, why am I friends with this you can hear in his voice he's realizing that one of his best internet friends is a pathological liar. Holy shit, I outweighted the fucking radar dish. It is dead. Is there another one around here, though? There should be another one, right? No. Oh, no. But, well, you know what that means. It's time to actually start playing this. You know what, though? Let's look at Choyat. Similar to how he pads... Oh, yeah. EVS plateaued at about 130k. He's been losing subscribers, too, so has Rekieta. Again, the SWC curse in action. That's, as the Sonichu Medallion distracts the normie cattle from understanding. Beneath that, the genuine... Oh, I knew EVS was a lefty commie beneath that. Yeah, they are genuine lefty commies. Rekieta is a communist in practice, not in theory. He's actually is a Stalinist. So because he supported other Stalinists. And in fact, that's what this clip that I'm putting off listening to is essentially about. It's about him being one of the Stalinist bootlicks. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things to think about going on here. Littlest Umbrella is a stupid... Well, it's also, again, it's about his daughter, and there's a lot of... It's about the same daughter that Tug literally sold to a convicted child molester. And that whole story, we've talked about that. Just in general, in streams and so on, but, also on the Subscribe Star, but also just on our wonderful Discord, probably the only good Discord server in existence, but also on Twitter, that kind of shit. So it's around, and it's like, I don't do documentaries, though. I don't gather the stuff. That should be on everyone else. Everyone else is supposed to, everyone else wants to make documentaries and gather the evidence and get the receipts and stuff. It's like, okay, there's tons of receipts. Here you go. I even have some of them. I started to have to save them because I noticed even Kiwi Farms was ignoring them. Even Null was covering up for them. Even Jim was covering up for them. So, I mean, that's very weird, if you will, to quote Nick Rekieta.
Weird.
I could tell by looking at his face he was a lefty commie. I wouldn't be surprised if EVS is also homosexual. Well, you can tell by his face. Ethan Van Sciver does have homosexual physiognomy. And there was the physiognomy check videos we did. Those were quite delightful. And that basically went into that how we some of the best people of for reading physiognomy in the history of the internet are us, as usual. Yeah, pretty much. They just linked to their trash crowdfund page. Yeah. Common America rule was discovered. I was asking people to sell me on their trash Comicsgate comics. Oh yeah, that's right. There was one of the great troll of Comicsgate that they walked into mainly by not even being able to do anything. Is like, hey, tell me why your comic book is supposed to be good based on the actual comic. What's good about the comic that makes it good? Is this where the Garg chases me? No, wait. Whatever. But again, that's all the topic. We've done videos about that too. We mostly, the reason why me and my brother do videos, is just for our own edification. Just as like, hey, we're covering some stuff that happens sometimes. We might go months without doing videos. We might record like 5 in a night and then just post them to our subscribe star for our wonderful backers. And that's also funny is that makes a ton of people in Comicsgate seethe. A bunch of people that are, friends with rekieta were friends with rekieta. Hold on a second. What am I doing? Whoa. Get. No, you don't. What are you doing? Oh, there. Are they hitting each other? These guys are so thirsty to kill me. Oh, I bounced a grenade into that guy. How much damage can I take? Oh no, I'd lost 100 health. Oh, that's too bad. Anyways, here, let's actually get to playing this. Finally, let's see if I can get through this. Listen to Nick Rekieta until I'm entertained.
Worst
Challenge
man on the planet.
impossible.
He refunded everybody, even if they didn't ask.
No, he didn't. Okay, that is Nick Rekieta just flat out lying. This is about the Ribbit coin thing, where Ethan Van Sciver sold fake coins. He claimed that they were silver and permanently painted. They weren't silver, they were copper. They were just regular 50-cent coins that were not silver at all. That got exposed. We got proven right. Vicky did a fantastic video about that on her channel. Go to Vickyverse and look up Ribbit coin if you want to see more information, the full story about that, essentially. Which also includes me. Wow. But Ethan doubled down on after that came out, after that got exposed, Ethan doubled down and said that no, they are real, that they everyone's lying about him, and that he will sue people if they say that it's a fraud. And then he didn't sue anybody. He didn't even sue everybody. And then eventually, basically after that lawsuit threat, we essentially dared him. It's like, okay, go ahead, sue us, sue anyone at all. And right away, Ethan was forced to back down. He canceled the campaign. And then instead of refunding everyone, as Rekieta is falsely claiming here, he offered to refund people, but only if you sent Ethan your PayPal, which gives Ethan your docs. Or at the very least gives Ethan your name, your real name specifically. And there is not a single shred of evidence that Ethan... Is that an... Oh, they're fighting. Let's go observe the fight then. But, oh shit. No, I don't like those guys. I don't like those guys. But, where'd they go? Who cares? The, yeah, Ethan offered, he did the public offering to refund people and then never refunded anyone. Certainly didn't refund me. Not that I want a refund, because I got, I guess you could say I got more than the value out of it by essentially damaging Ethan's or showing that Ethan can damage his own reputation. I didn't damage his reputation. I just revealed what Ethan himself had already done to himself by choice. He willingly chose to do that. I didn't make him do that. So, but again, like I've been saying, this is Rekieta covering up, lying on Ethan's behalf. Lying specifically about Ethan and the Ribbit coin thing, which, is a goofy little thing, but specifically also, more specifically, you could say, lying about me, making it look like I am trying to falsely damage Ethan's reputation. But if this was true, why are you trying to why do you have to damage or control it at all? Again, if Ethan is innocent, you don't have to stick up for him, because I'm just, some dumb nobody that doesn't even deserve a response, right? Which is how it should be. I'm not saying, like, why are you replying to a nobody? I'm saying, really, nobody believes me, right? Then you don't have to say anything, do you? The evidence stands for itself, right? Am I right? You don't have to disprove anything I say. If I'm wrong, but if I'm right, and if you know that I'm right, and if it's making you fucking start to shit blood, and then also you're getting upset about it, then definitely you have to try to nervously damage control, as we were hearing for 1 second before I paused it again. So
of them wouldn't have even asked.
Yeah, no,
because they actually
again,
like
that's not
him.
true.
Now I know that you
okay,
guys
hold on. Again, that's
have
appeal to popularity right there.
no idea what it's like to be liked by some people.
See, again, it's how dare you not be popular on YouTube?
Jesus Christ, this is embarrassing.
Yeah, where's your argument, Nick? You don't have an argument yet.
Yeah, but I mean, just like you did to Vic Mignogna. Yeah, everything's going to be
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't tell Vic everything's going to be fine.
I
never once said everything's going to be fine.
No.
In fact,
again, Nick lying, just straight up lying. But I do think it's funny, DA, throwing in that little comment that made Nick seethe. This is almost too good.
By the time I had ever even heard Vic's name, everything was already not fine.
Oh no! Oh, that's too bad.
DA Talks.
But you made it worse, though.
Listening to people out there.
Is DA Talks listening to people out there? Oh, that's really interesting, Nick. That's some fucking killer legal insight. He's listening to people out there. He's listening to people out there. What? That he hasn't listened to. What Nick is about to do is pretend that DA Talks is somehow part of Kick Vic when he isn't. In fact, DA Talks was listening to people like the Umbrella Guy, as DA Talks talked openly about that he used to be a friend. Oh, indestructible windows. He used to not be a friend, but he used to be a fan or a follower or a viewer of the Umbrella Guy, until he saw too many times that Umbrella Guy was a pathological, mentally ill liar, which is, on the surface for anyone to notice. And yet, for some reason, even with that, Rekieta kept covering up for him as well. And there's even more about it, but we'll just go back to listening to this.
When they just tell you whatever in a DM and don't provide any proof to you, keep listening to that. That's a good strategy. It'll go.
Yeah. What is Nick? Go ahead. What are you talking about? What stuff in a DM is being said to him at all, in any way? Give us a hint. Go ahead. Drop a hint. Expound on that, Nick. You're a lawyer, right? Make an argument. Go ahead. Try to make an argument for just a few seconds. By all means, make any argument about anything regarding this, instead of implying something that not only can't be proven, but has been proven wrong. DA Talks had done video. Oh, shit. I got plenty of these. Why don't I just use those? Why am I even pulling back when I have over, 500 health? These guys aren't even fighting each other. This has broken AI because it's sort of an early pre-release of Black Mesa, actually. But anyways. Yeah, Nick is defeating himself in the argument so far. What the fuck was that? I don't know. Here, let's that's why there was never any point in me listening to this, because it's just Nick making excuses for stuff being wrong. And it's like, what is there to say except all of the evidence already proved that Nick was wrong? I'm dual wielding now. No, damn it. Here, let me waste a bunch of ammo while listening to this faggot.
It'll go very well for you.
Will it? It has.
How did that work out?
I feel like you could replace Nick Rekieta with an 8-ball that every side said, you'll be fine.
Hey, you know what's funny? Is that in the overwhelming majority of...
That is funny. Actually, I hate to give Preston any defense for anything anymore, but that was pretty funny and accurate. Nick, you were wrong. Nick, you lost the case. Nick, you lost the argument. Nick, you're a whining faggot.
Life situations, and literally every fucking thing you guys have brought up, you will be fine.
That sounds good. We're fine.
If Preston had come to me and said, hey, someone, Ethan's sharing videos of me getting
wait,
pegged
hold on.
and making
That's
fun
weird.
of me, I would have said,
if Preston had come to me, so is that what this is about? Is you want to be like the godfather of YouTube, the lawyer godfather, where people come to you for protection? Nick Rekieta just admitted that. He just said, is that what hit me earlier? Was this exploded? Damn it. Oh no, I only have 933 health left. I did cheat. Well, it's not really a cheat. I edited skill CFG to just... Actually, no, it's a console command that lets you have more health. What the fuck? Holy shit. I edited skill CFG to give myself more ammo, though. Just because I'm not doing this to fucking play it. I'm just doing it as background visual. A fun background. So here, this is... Rekieta's defeating himself in the argument. What do I even need to add to this except thank you for proving me right, Nick?
Said,
as usual.
Get pegged, though? Yeah, he'll be fine. Who cares?
Where's your argument, Nick? I don't hear an argument.
Who fucking cares?
Not an argument.
Did you like it? Yeah, that's weird. But who cares?
Oh, it's
He'll
weird.
Be fine.
Guys, is it weird?
Weird.
Ethan's going to make fun of you. And
Does
then
he care?
within 20 minutes, some new drama's going to come up. And who cares?
Oh, there we go. There's the other
I don't care.
You'll be fine. Hey, guess what? Hey, Ethan.
Again, I don't hear an argument. He sounds drunk here.
Cyber stalking, bullying, lawyer porn thing. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Hold on a second.
You'll be fine?
This is from 2019, and Nick is already incoherent. Remember the people saying that, oh, wow, Nick is incoherent right now, today, yesterday. People are like, oh, wow, Nick sounds like he's doing really bad. Okay, this is glitched out, so I'm going to have to, now I have to cheat again to no clip. Because, again, this is just a thing that doesn't really work too well, but it is fun. Let's see, do it. Developer. No clip, yeah. Will this break the game? Bro. Gimme. You know what? Again, let's just... Whoa. I could probably just go down.
Because these guys are fucking retarded. Of course you'll be fine.
Are we retarded?
Jesus
Who ended up being
Christ.
Right? Good argument.
I mean, the thing is, the thing with Vic is weird.
Listen to how fucking angry Nick is. Just that we're having a good long laugh at his expense there.
Because I wanted to be friends with him. I can't even show pictures, but with...
Wrong. I am friends with him. I would love to post pictures, but I can't because if I post pictures...
How did that friendship work out? I mean, we tried to... Here's the thing. Vic, the many people who should have listened to Shitty Webcomics, Vic Mignogna, absolutely should have. He should have listened to Shitty Webcomics because we were right. We tried to warn him. We did what we could.
Pictures, it causes him harm.
Is this... Okay.
That's
it causes
stupid.
him harm. Oh, no.
Because
of
people
fault.
like you. Do you understand?
I understand better than you do, Nick. But yeah, there's the, wait, hold on. But, what? Oh, come on. I want these so bad. That's too bad. Are those are the pheromone pod things. What's the point of these? I think these are supposed to be snarks and they're just not working. That's it. That is much more important than Nick Rekieta. But finally, we got to that part.
Because of people like you!
And I have to say, right away, a lot to unpack, as the Squiddos say. But for years, this is This is very important. Maybe I'll just hang out in this garage as I discuss it. But for many years, since Rekieta whined that like the bitch that he is,
because of people like you.
Ever since then, we have challenged Nick constantly, going on 5 years now. We have challenged Nick because of people like me. What? Go ahead, make an argument. You're a lawyer. Make an argument. Explain that one. Because of people like me, what? What are the things that people like me have done in any way to Vic? People like me supported Vic, said that he's innocent, said that, I also said, I don't know the guy. I don't know much about him. I don't watch DBZ. I don't pretend to, unlike Nick Rekieta, who never did. Nick Rekieta told me he doesn't like anime, back in 2018. And when I said that Nick Rekieta doesn't like anime, Nick Rekieta's fans would get pissed off and be like, of course he likes anime. No, he doesn't. And I knew that, and I was honest about that. That's what people like me do, is be honest. So is that what you're talking about, Nick? Is people like me are honest about e-celebs and the false image they pretend or present to themselves in public? Is that what you're talking about? Are you talking about something else that can be proven wrong effortlessly that would make you look like a fucking moron again? Look at what we did to you, Nick. Again. So, again, just for 5 years, that challenge has been open to Nick Rekieta. By all means, prove by, because of people like me, what? What specifically have people like me done about Vic? And I know you're so stupid, you would probably say, well, people like you don't do anything. It's like, then thank you for proving my point. I won the argument again. Nick Rekieta lost the argument again. So that's the situation. That's the fucking clip. The only clip I wanted to play from the stream. The whole stream is still on his YouTube channel, though, and it makes him look like a whiny, effeminate moron because he is one. It's not, as we like to say in shitty webcomics, not a coincidence. So that really wraps that up. Wow, 56 short minutes. What a short stream this was. I better pad it out with some more stuff. I could listen to more of Nick, but to what end? I've already proven myself right. Nick's already lost. He lost the argument back then when he made the stream. He loses the argument now. The only thing that he had sticking up for him on his side was fans overlooking the truth and refusing to acknowledge it. So, and Jim is one of those fans and friends too, the same way that Ethan Van Sciver was. And we see how that's, again, the SWC curse. We see how that's been turning out for all of them. We didn't want it to be that way. They chose to make it that way for themselves. All you have to do is just not hate us. You have to not, don't dislike us. You don't have to like us at all. All you have to do is not dislike us. That's it. It's very easy. But more importantly, I want to get some of these. What? Oh. A couple of batteries. What the hell is this? Paper clips. Oh, damn it. I can't get... Damn it. Oh, wait. No, wait. Here's some more. Don't worry. I got these ones. No. Too bad. To quote my good friend Mel Gibson...
What a shame.
Yeah, that's too bad. But here, I think my point for 5 years and to now and for all time stands unrefuted. Shitty Webcomics undefeated. Nick Rekieta 0. Shitty Webcomics 6,000,001 perhaps? It's a pretty good number. It seems a little high, I know. But I think it sounds fine. It sounds psychologically satisfying, I guess, to the Rekietas out there, including them. Let's see. Do I hit this button to... Is this going to work? Yes. It worked. Oh, shit. What am I doing? Well, hold on. Instead of dealing with that, There's let's see.
Of course they don't.
I don't. Yeah. All he was going to do is cope.
He's a child molester.
Sure. That's some good insight to Rekieta and his friends, and also let's premiere the hottest new pop song. I think is this Taylor Swift? I think so. She wrote another song about Nick Rekieta. Let's listen to it now.
The lights so bright. Got that YouTube fame. He's the star of the night.
Yeah.
Snorting coke and pills, taking him so high. Wife in a hotel windowsill, reaching for the sky.
Why is she doing that? I don't know.
Cross-eyed and dizzy, he's lost in the days. Another guy under his desk. In a purple haze, writing on his finger, feels the rush in his veins. Living for the moment, riding the YouTuber train. One night he'll hit the floor before, now he's feeling alive. Super chats, fame and blow, wavy starting kiss goodbye. Up in the ceilings and walls, the cats are meowing his name. Rekieta, in a world of his own game. Rekieta, in a world of his own game.
Why am I doing that? What a delightful song.
Turn out at his funeral? It's like he was a celebrity or something.
Oh,
I
yeah.
bet there are a lot of kids who didn't treat him very well and are pretty sorry about it now. Can you imagine having that many people distraught over your death? Could you imagine it?
Oh, is that a message? Some other message to Rekieta? Oh, here's the other song. Here's the older song. There's something about like grabbing the gripping the grain on this fucking thing. Yeah, it's not okay. The gun is bugged. Bugged game mechanics. I'm pressing the buttons, they're doing nothing. That's not good. Yeah, YouTube always pauses when it starts playing anything that sounds like a song, so manually unpause. Yeah.
He liked to drink strong and neglecting his kids.
I did? How does the song know that? It's true, but still.
He drank from a grail and his soul began to fry. That golden grail was not meant to be consumed. Rekieta didn't know his fate was doomed. With each passing day he began to fade. His once flamboyant soul slowly decayed.
Flamboyant?
Rekieta, oh Rekieta, what have you become? A ghost of the man that you were undone. But hope is not lost, there's a place to regain. Head on down to Jamaica, where life begins again.
Huh? What? What's in Jamaica? What does that mean? What does that mean? Very mysterious.
Have you had anything to drink tonight, ma'am?
Guys, I have pictures of me and Vic playing golf, and I can't fucking post them. Vic hasn't made them jealous. Let's be real. I have. Hero has. Tug has. Yellow Flash has.
Child abusers and shrooms?
Done it.
What?
I want Vic to fucking support us.
Why?
All I want on Earth is for Vic to come on my show.
Wow, kid, you're a little faggot.
And tell these
That's true.
fucking harlots to die.
Great legal advice.
Sniveling ass. Stop your nonsense.
You know who he listens to over me? He listens to fucking cunts who hate him.
Oh no.
You can't keep getting away with it!
Vic is not too pure for this world.
Huh?
He's not. He's
What?
really fucking not.
What's that
This
mean?
guy is pissing! He's pissing all over us! He's pissing on you! What does it taste like?
We're pissing on
What does it
Rekieta.
taste like? Because you know what? It tastes like
What does it
piss.
taste like?
To me.
To me.
That's what I want.
Is that?
Why won't he say it? Why won't he fucking say it?
Real alpha
Explain
Chad
the
there,
song.
huh? What is this one? Oh, that's right. Is this another? This is another song, so it paused automatically. Very sad. Well, we
And
can
I can't think of a
unpause.
better song than this one.
This is completely unrelated.
Let's just
I
hope
just
we
wanna
can
hear another
type
song.
it in off the
I like
phone's
funny
remote
songs.
there
Happy
in
songs.
a quick enough time for this not to be completely painful. Okay, so we're gonna have a final bit of fucking joyousness. This is Ethan Ralph.
They're friends again. At least Ralph and
this is good.
Rekieta are friends again. I'm glad they made up. That's nice, at least. Right? Isn't it?
Well, oh, Nora! Oh, you need that gut! Oh, you want that gut! I'm coming home! Oh, Nora! You want that gut!
Shit.
Yeah! You need that gut!
He's really feeling it.
And I'm coming home! Matt, no! Wait until she's 18, 'cause I ain't no fool. We got married, it was supposed to last. Then she left for the UK once she
Why am I
grew
talking to
a
the song?
bust. We couldn't abort, so we had to divorce. A peace-led trooper with a need for more. She's on Tinder with black dicks galore. And I just want to cry out in pain. Well, oh, Nora! You need that gut. You want that gut. And I'm coming home. Matt, no. This is great. This is ear juice. And I'm coming home.
I had no idea this was an actual song about Ralph. Even though it should be. It sounds like Giorgio Moroder.
Extra cheese.
Yeah, you can find this.
With a need to cream.
You
She
can
was
find this,
a teen who hadn't seen a pea.
As a
Now
ear juice.
together,
Oh
it
no.
moved so
On
fast.
YouTube.
I
Delightful.
stole her from her daddy. Now her family's in the past. She talks like she's on Tumblr, but what do you expect, folks? The teenage girl with no life experience. Well, oh, Nora! Oh, yes! Finally! This is what it's all about, isn't it?
He has
This
a point
is what
there.
it's all about.
It
Well,
should
oh,
be about
Nora!
this, right?
Nora, no! You want that gut! You need that gut! And I'm coming home! Matt, no! Faith will go back home and forget our love. She wanted me. I can't even read that one! Some children don't want a man in their 30s, Ralph. I'm not a pedo. It's not true. I stand the hate from all my foes. Musical interlude as we scream, Matt, no! Xander! 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 I didn't dox him, Xander. It was probably you that doxed. This is Ethan Ralph. This is Ethan Ralph.
When are PPP and Godwinson going to get back together again? Probably later this year. It'll be later this year, I guess. When it comes to people who are better at streaming than I
Take
am,
care.
there are a lot. But Godwinson definitely was.
let me correct one other thing he said here. Let's
Oh,
go
this
back
is-
and what? God damn it, Keanu's getting me to.
Oh. I was. Whoa. I was. That was going to be the end of the stream. That would have been the last thing. It's only an hour long, though. Damn, that's too bad. That's too bad. But this one I thought was really interesting. Was the guy who. He was the guy who did the hot tub stream with Rekieta and licked him like a bottle, or Rekieta licked him. He licked Rekieta. I don't know. Does it make a difference anymore? It depends on the streamer, as Sargoy would say. But apparently they had a falling out. So and apparently the words are rumors behind the scenes are that the Steel Toe Morning Show guy, his wife left him for Rekieta, which implies that Rekieta is straight. So I'm not sure. Whoa. Why are they throwing things here? We'll listen to this. This is a couple minutes long.
Spill tea today.
It's tea time.
All
We're
right.
sipping the tea.
Here we go.
Because that man has some narratives. He will say whatever he wants.
Yes, I will.
And I'll say, peace, brother. Cheers to you.
Keanu, that is not what Nick told me when I said that I would not be hanging out with them anymore. It was more about, I don't know, somewhere between 10 o'clock and midnight at night on a Friday or Saturday. And the text I got was something about what a flabby, misshapen, doughy piece of shit I am and how the world would be a better place if I K'd myself.
What is he, one of your chatters?
But yes, when Nick threw a fucking hissy fit via text. And
hold on. Here's something that I think always needs to be pointed out. When Nick was like this before, why did you like him? You liked this guy already. And now nothing has changed. This is the thing we've been correct about for many years, is that all the people who are saying Nick's changed, what happened is Nick physically appears what he's always been like, what his personality was always like. You can see that on the surface. That's what's changed. Your noticing has changed. When his voice sounded more normal, when it was still very effeminate though, but before his voice sounded completely shut up. You thought Nick was a trad chad and all that shit. You fell for the bullshit memes of the culture war hoax, the culture war psyop, the containment, Operation Mockingbird 2.0. That is, the culture war YouTubers like Nick Rekieta and Ethan Van Sciver and so on. I scared him. I scared him off. This is going to scare him even more. You know what, though? Let's listen to this, though.
And it wasn't even via text. Like, he made you use this encrypted app for messaging. And it's like, okay, that's some weird paranoid shit, but okay.
I don't know what that...
that should have been a red flag.
I'm not sure what that's referring to. I think it's called Signal, and I think Null uses it also. I think. Could be totally wrong about that.
Yes. But...
what was he on? What did he WhatsApp you?
No. I'd never even heard of it before. I don't want to say what it is. I don't want people to go digging or finding anything or anything like that. I don't know how any of that shit works. But
It's actually not the first time I've heard of him using that or using something other than texting to text somebody that he has.
Is more important than listening to these people. But I curved the bullet just like in Wanted. Did you see that? That was... Yes. See, it shot that way, went that way. It went around in a big spiral like that. Right, that didn't count. That was almost dead on. That's not curving the bullet. It's like in my favorite documentary, Wanted, starring Angelina Jolie as herself. Ha. Oh, yeah. That actually worked. That actually was real. That was completely real. I'm just that good at it. Oh, wait. Never mind. Okay.
The number of...
we're about done with this show.
A little bit nefarious, so...
Okay. Well, I have... the last messages he sent me were, the world would be a better place if you K'd yourself. So this whole image, and this has been bothering me about...
It's funny, Rekieta said that to me, too, after I have completely, epically owned him epic style. Hold on a second.
Now, this is epic.
But, I apparently didn't take it as personally as this guy did. Then again, this guy was a friend of his. I know I'm a superior.
Out Nick for a while now. This image he makes for himself on air versus who I know this person to be.
Well, he's certainly not making a great image for himself now.
That's true. But just the part where he goes, oh, and I told him, peace to you, brother. Blah 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 blah. Nick, that's not who you are. When people say, I'm done hanging around you, I'm done. You lash into an invective. You go
not
fucking bananas.
Oh,
which,
no,
by the way,
like
that
invectives.
night you still would have probably been going off had I not written LOL okay addict and then blocked you. So let's not go with I told Aaron I hope
the which way Western man really moment is lol okay addict. Pretty cool. That's a pretty good one. And then blocking him, not as cool. I think anyone who's actually been on the internet, if you've been on 4chan all summer long, you know that if you're blocking somebody, usually it means they got under your skin. Even if they deserve it, even if they deserve to be blocked, if you're blocking them, they got under your skin anyways. And I've never said that anyone should, or that nobody should ever block anyone. All I'm saying is that pretty much every circumstance, there are a few justifiable circumstances, like if you're dealing with a legitimately mentally ill person, especially when they're going on multiple different sock accounts constantly. Whoa. Was that a loading transition? Was opening the door? I guess so. But here's the thing though, still, and I can show this anytime I want, and I have, is that I've still never blocked anyone. Ever. So, you know, that's the reality of our situation. What the? Oh shit. Shut up. Okay. I understand some people who block, but here's the criteria especially is if you block somebody because they won the argument, you're a bitch. And that is pretty much 99% of the people who have ever blocked me. Or actually, I think I'm wrong about that. It's 100% of the people who have ever blocked me. Yeah, that's a more accurate figure. But is that the ceiling that's going to collapse? I better get this delicious health first. I lost like 500 health from whatever was going on earlier. Holy shit. Now I'm all better. Here, yeah, well, play through the rest of this, and that's gonna
hope you make $1 million. You're a good enough fella.
Oh, no.
No, you told me that the world would be a better place if I K'd myself.
Oh, no.
I copied the message, and I sent it to the other people we hang out with. I said, you guys cool with this? This is okay?
Yes,
I'm out.
That was always cool. That
this
was cool with
right?
you.
This is you, boy.
This was cool with you for a long time. This is cool with all of the people who wanted to drink the e-celeb piss. It's not even Rekieta's piss specifically, but the inherent nature of status that makes the Untermensch, the underneath person, worship that status. It's something that as a Metaborean, the level beyond Hyperborean, I've never understood, and I'm never going to understand. Or I do understand it, I just choose not to. By choice. I've drilled the information out of my mind, like in The End of Pi. Not Life of Pi. A completely different movie. Does anyone remember Pi? Oh, it was pretentious, but I actually did still like it. That was the guy who did Requiem for a Dream as his first movie. It was in black and white, of course, because black and white makes it more important. Anyways. But yeah, that's the nature of status is you overlook someone's behavior until it's turned against you. Then all of a sudden, that's the only time you notice it.
Boy might want to come get your boy. And
he's acting like, that's what I'm saying, brother.
Yeah, what was it? What was it he told me? Hold on.
He will say whatever he wants. And I'll say, peace, brother. Cheers to you.
Peace,
He
brother.
say whatever he wants, and I'll say, peace, brother.
Peace,
She's
brother.
making fun of his voice
Cheers
more
to
than
you.
the steel toe guy.
Maybe he and I speak a different version of English, where the world would be a better place if you K'd yourself means peace to you, brother. That's interesting.
Well, here's I think what this guy's missing the point of is that Nick Rekieta wants to absolutely imagine himself being the edgy guy who makes the crazy wild jokes that you just can't handle his humor. It's too much. Nick Rekieta's just too much for you to handle. That's what Nick Rekieta wants to imagine himself as most of the, Operation Mockingbird 2.0 YouTubers do. They want to imagine that they are comedians, that they're really funny, and they know that if they just pretend enough, and if they make it look like, if they get enough APAC CIA funding, to make it look like they're popular already, that most of the normie pig cattle out there will be like, oh, this guy's really funny. This YouTuber who talks about how Star Wars is bad is really funny. They're actually funny, entertaining, charismatic people, when in reality they aren't. It's celebrity worship. It's female behavior. Except that now everyone else is so feminized that they're believing people like Nick Rekieta or, any of those other YouTubers are totally cool alpha males. And the only people who are exempt from that is me and my brother. Pretty much. We're the only real human beings. Nobody else on the planet is actually alive. They're all holograms. Which is... Oh, my eye's clipping through the fucking scope. This is bullshit. Is there a guy who's alive there? That's a... Yes. Yes, there is. Barely see him, but I got it. Yes. This is fun. Why isn't the whole game like this? Okay, let's try and wrap this up. Oh, that was it. That was the end. Okay. It's just it went into a Stardust video. Was Stardust have to say now about how society's... What's he gonna say? Society is bad? Well, I have to listen to the video to find out. Anyways. So, another classic show. I finally did that thing that I said I wanted to do about playing the... I almost... Just everyone's AI is broken now. Me, okay, fuck it. What the fuck? Oh yeah, that's right. The one thing I forgot. For some reason, the Combine aren't even on Earth, and yet they have the Combine trucks. Okay. Okay, let's see how you handle this then. How about one of these? Whoa. Oh, he's stuck. That's what's going on. How about another one then? How about another one? Anyway, so yeah, I finally played this. I could have played more of that stream. I think that would be worthwhile. Anyone who's good at the A-logging or whatever the fuck, where you listen to streams of Rekieta being a faggot, it's called Pegged Down by Privacy Law or something, and it mentions Preston in the title. It's from like 2019. I could go look at it right now, but I'm not going to. But it's on Rekieta's channel. And if you really want to A-log Rekieta with some classic material, if listening to the new stuff is really too easy, any moron can listen to Rekieta's current material and be like, wow, Rekieta is bad. Rekieta dumb. It's like, yeah, no shit. Now everyone can hear that. Imagine realizing that Rekieta is doing bad. Rekieta was always doing bad. If you're talking about having an intervention for Rekieta, you've missed the boat by 5 years. You are 5 years behind in our backwash. Measurably. Possibly longer than that. But if you want to go back and actually listen to the stuff that takes some true insight to notice that something's wrong with the Nikita. We'll call him Nikita from now. Yeah, if you want to hear that for yourself, if you're capable of actually noticing enough to notice that something's wrong with Rekieta, you don't even have to know the lore, because you can just notice. Oh, I got him. You can just notice that he is disingenuous. Listen to what he's saying and go with the exact opposite. It's the easiest science ever. You want to trust the science, don't you? So, yeah, boy. No, I want... Oh, I got it. It worked. That worked. I got plenty. Come on, give me... Damn it. I'm gonna fill this damn car full of holes. Oh, wait. Oh, nice. Actually, my favorite gun in the whole game. What? What the fuck? Who cares? Oh. I'm gonna just go this way, then. Nope. Alright, here. The ultimate crate opener. There we go. But, yeah, if you want to listen to the stuff that takes, true, uber, mensch, the overman. If you want to show how you are a true overman, go, listen to that. Go A-log rekieta from that older material. It's easy. I can do it, but then again, I guess that's just proving my point about the ultra hyperborean, the metaborean soul. It takes being a true overman to do something like that. And you won't find anyone else on YouTube who can do it. Just us. Only us forever. Forever and ever. For all time. So, but if you are listening to us right now, most likely you have gained access to the Hyperborean portal in Antarctica. We will see you there someday. And that's good. But also, if you want to buy yourself, if you want to bribe your way in, the same way that several YouTubers bribed Nick Rekieta to look the other way, or cover up for him, or do damage control for him, as we had just been listening to that earlier Rekieta clip. In fact, was the flashlight. That earlier Rekieta clip. Ethan Van Sciver had essentially bribed Rekieta, not with money, but with favors, as we had covered a long time ago, going way back for, again, many years. And that was one of the things also that made Rekieta really seethe, is that we had pointed that out, and he had to damage control, but he never denied it, of course, because he can't. Because, in fact, in essence, his response to us mentioning that, it wasn't even an accusation. I wasn't saying it because it was like, oh, I think Rekieta. It was like, no, I knew personally the people who were involved, people who are friends with Nick Rekieta, some people who are still friends with Nick Rekieta to this day, told me that, yeah, he fucking exchanged favors with Ethan Van Sciver in order to cover up for him. It wasn't a secret, and Nick Rekieta's response to that was to basically admit it, but he tried to make excuses for it, but the same way he had to essentially admit it while trying to pretend it's like, well, it's not a big deal. But at the same time, you could tell, I don't even have to say it was a big deal, but you could tell by Rekieta's response, it was a big deal to him because he likes to pretend to be the unbiased, impartial, free speech, absolutist free speech warrior. But he isn't. Again, as we have also proven, because when Ethan was censoring other people and condemning them for their free speech, Rekieta took Ethan's side instead of the people that Ethan was essentially trying to work to deplatform. Comicsgate, by the way, is a whisper network, and always has been since the very beginning, since they allowed Ethan Van Sciver to take over and essentially become the leader of the movement. And I don't mean, again, none of this is my opinion. I don't think any of this. This has been proven already. It's true, regardless of what anyone wants. If anyone wants it to be true or not, it is true, regardless. Did I just not hit this enough? It looks like I have to power it on or something. Either that or it's just glitched. Wouldn't be surprised. Oh, wait, there's another battery up here. Gimme. And this one. Yes. Well, that wraps up the game here, that's for sure. Okay, I definitely am supposed to go up there. Is there a ladder? Get the ladder. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out later. Anyways, thanks to everyone showing up. People who came in the chat, hanging out. In fact, let me just glance at the chat before wrapping up. Until it turned into fan service cameo, flat humor. Talking about something else? I don't know. AI generated. Oh yeah, he really started to look like the AI generated image. But yeah, the one where he's drinking from the wrong grail, which is, if anyone doesn't know, it's a reference to Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. At the end, there's the big table of grails, and the Nazi guy, of course, trusts the woman to choose for him because he doesn't know anything about the grail. She's supposed to, I guess, but total woman moment. She picks the most golden jewel-encrusted grail, brings it to him, and he goes, surely this is the cup of Christ, dips in water, drinks it, and just turns into a fucking skeleton. That's what we have been joking about has been happening to Nick Rekieta for a long time now. We've been saying that for a couple years. So if you hear anyone else do that joke, they got it from us, just like everything else they're saying about Nick Rekieta now, they got from us. Well, Hologram would say, that's exactly what Hologram would say. Holy shit. Holy shit. Here's what this guy's saying about me.
No one trusts you.
Holy shit.
No one.
Motherfucker. My logs are really brown. Is that healthy? No, it's not. But they're Spanish. At Taco Bell, am I right? Nick Rekieta joke. Let me mention a race, then a fast food place, and then it's a joke instantly. Well, I didn't know it was that easy. EVS gave Nick a BJ. Yeah, he's the one that's under the table. He's under the desk. I can love a fucking misleading Jew program science and AI. That's true. That's a good thing. I also like that. It's fun. Nick tries to get people to sign NDAs, apparently, according to this deal. Yeah, that's fucked up. That's incredibly fucked up, but it's also not surprising. There are also many, many, many people in Comicsgate who have made other people sign NDAs so that they basically can't talk about the dishonest, creepy, weird fucking behavior that's been going on with her, and make people use messaging apps to talk. Yeah, that's the thing, is that you should be able to use any of them. There's no reason that, like, even if you're concerned about free speech or being caught or whatever, there are no concerns about just DMing people on Twitter or Discord that you shouldn't have a concern over against something like Signal, which is people screen capping what you're saying and showing it to people, which I don't have any problem with. Anyone who's ever DM'd me, if you want to leak your DMs with me, feel free. I understand why other people, again, I have that policy. I understand why other people don't want their DMs being leaked, so I don't leak other people's DMs, especially if they have told me that they don't want that. He chose poorly. Yeah, exactly. Shiny. Anime sucks, Cope and Sneed. That's another, I noticed that's a clip on Alyssa Clips. I didn't see that yet. I'm going to go listen to that later. Did the Phantom Menace have people sign NDAs? Most likely, yes. I don't know anything about that, though, so I don't know. But here's the thing, is that if they did, they'll say they didn't. They're not going to admit that they did. So if they say that they didn't, that's the proof that they did. There you go. That's all you need. I took a leak on my DMs once. You get zapped. Isn't that like don't whiz on the electric fence? Someone could be seriously injured. You should go on Kino Casino. Yeah. Well, they should have me on. Here's the problem. They never will, because the guy who runs it, the money behind Kino Casino, does not want me on. And in fact, he doesn't hate me. He's afraid of me. And I don't know why, but I just know that he is. He'll never admit it, of course, but it's true. I'm looking at all these potential jumping puzzles, by the way. What the fuck? How do I get up here onto that and that and that? That takes me. No, it won't. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh wait, yeah. Where's one of those jumping pads? There's supposed to be a thing that bounces me up into the air. Oh, and now I'm trapped. Oh wait, no, I'm not. No, everything's fine. Just like Preston apparently said to Rekieta, that made him fucking see that it would be worth listening to that whole thing. And you know what? I think I will. It's 3 hours long. I think I will play the whole thing and do a listen through and comment on it. Maybe on different episodes, but they will. I want that, actually. Damn it. I will do that on our Subscribe Star. So if you want to hear me commentate on the full stream of Rekieta being a faggot bitch about us and Preston and Vicky and DA and all that stuff, become Pay Pig on our Subscribe Star, of course, the same as always. I'm not going to soft shoe this. Just give us the money. Give us the fucking money. And what was I going to say? Something else? Butthole worse than it. You know what? Kind of. It's kind of a worse. Do you believe that what the Aaron said, guy said is revealing? A little bit, actually. I think, but at the same time, it's just revealing in the same sense that it's reiterating what we already knew about rekieta. Or at least what we did. But yeah, going on Kino Casino, that was the one of the funny things. I mentioned that in the previous stream I did yesterday. One of the only times I'm going to stream one day after the other. But Warski is just fucking... he's afraid of me to the point where he's a worse streamer because of it. Yeah, here's what I think. Whoa. But it makes him a worse host for Kino Casino. I would be a better host for Kino Casino than Warski, but that's a low bar. That's like saying I'd be a better host than a fucking a slug with its shell crushed than Warski on Kino Casino. A little divide and conquer here. Warski is definitely holding PPP back, making the show worse. PPP needs to dump that Warski baggage for sure. I'm not saying that in some kind of like, I'm taking Godwinson side. Fuck Godwinson too. I don't care. I mean, here's the thing. Godwinson, entertaining, but maybe a sociopath, no allegiance to anything or anyone except, I guess as he would say, the Kino Dogme, whatever. PPP, I think, has an element of morality to him. So when it came to both of them are actually a couple of the guys who actually told the truth about rekieta back in the old days, back when some of the only people doing it were us and them. It was PPP Godwinson and also the delightful Leo Pirate. Wonderful, wonderful guy. But they were the only ones really doing it. And PPP and Leo were doing it out of essentially morality. And Godwinson was doing it sort of out of almost, I think, a need for drama. And there may have been a tiny element of morality. And I don't really have a problem with Godwinson doing that. I don't think Godwinson, therefore, is a piece of shit or a bad person. I understand Godwinson is just like, maybe feeling morally or emotionally disconnected from the idea of rekieta being an actual bad person, an immoral person, which he is. Rekieta is an immoral person, as we've proven. The fact that he's willing to lie about somebody just because they are more popular. He's willing to lie in defense of a popular person because they're popular. That alone is a perfect definition of being immoral. That's a good objective standard for morality. It proves that there is an objective morality. It also proves, unfortunately, that people who call themselves Christians, whether they are Christians or not, that's a whole other argument if you think rekieta is actually a Christian. I say he isn't, but if he is, that means people who are Christians are objectively immoral also. Not all Christians, hashtag, not all Christians, but people who are Christians can be, some people who can be Christians can be objectively immoral. But that's only if you think that Nick Rekieta is actually a Christian. And to be honest, actually, I have no idea if he really is or not. I know that he pretends to be for clout on the internet, the same way that most people on the internet who say they're Christians are pretending for clout on the internet. But that's a whole other topic. If you want to see more about that, go on to become PayPig on your Subscribestar also. Just we'll check. Godwinson would be an upgrade. Godwinson would definitely be an upgrade on Kino Casino if he replaced Warski entirely. But yeah, Warski, that was the thing, is that as I mentioned on yesterday's stream, Warski is so measurably, quantifiably a worse streamer than I am. And I don't even like streaming. I don't want to be a streamer. I don't want to be a YouTuber. But I am better than Warski is, proven without a doubt, beyond a shadow of a doubt, by the fact that Ethan clip the one that I made that Worski really didn't want to play. He didn't want to play it so much he almost cut off the best part. He almost cut off Ethan screaming, "I'm not a filthy faggot." Worski didn't want to play that. I would have, and I in fact did many times, because I'm the one who made that clip. They didn't want to show that I'm the one who made that clip either, because Worski's blocked me multiple times, ironically, for saying the exact, not even saying to him, but just for saying the exact things that Worski himself is now saying about rekieta, about Ethan Van Sciver, and so on. Worski blocked me just for saying those things. So yeah, PPP on the other hand clearly he's smarter and he has an actual appreciation for the truth. So I have at least some respect for PPP. I have no qualms about being on with either of them or both of them or whatever. But the thing is, I know Worski would have a problem with that. And even having to explain to Worski why what he apparently thinks would be my problem would instead be his problem would be a complete fucking waste of time. Which means Worski, as a host, is inherently a waste of time, but not my problem. As the song about pouring oil down the drain goes, it's not my problem. But yeah, if they wanted to have me on, I guess. I don't know. Do they have guests on? Do they have to? I don't see they don't have to have me on though. All they have to do is just play the clips. I've made clips. You don't have to have me on to play clips or goofy things that I've made or that anyone else has made. All the receipts are out there. You don't need me to present them. I barely keep them. I'm not a historian. I'm not a documentarian. I'm not a journalist. I'm not a YouTuber that, I'm not a lore keeper, whatever the fuck it is anyone's going to call it. I'm not any of that shit. I am at most a very, very minor. What's the level beneath micro niche, something, but I'm very minor, hobbyist as an indie comics creator. That's basically it. Sometimes I do these streams not for anyone else. I don't do them for YouTube. I just do them for the handful of people who follow us. That's it. But I do want to say, to wrap up today's show, thank you for the people who choose to watch and hang out in the chat rooms and stuff.
You come in here with balls?
We're able to do these streams
because of people like you.
Meaning specifically the people who support us, the people who share our stuff around, link it to other people. And of course, the wonderful, wonderful paper pigs on our Subscribe Star. Thank you all for, even the people who supported us on our latest comic, which was our most successful one so far. That was really cool. Thanks to all of you. Wow. And for everyone else, as usual, should have listened to shitty webcomics. Raw.